It is like, I know we probably know it's a tumor, but we don't know what kind of tumor it is. We never seen this before. And they said it was quite big, and we don't understand, they didn't understand it. So for the next 4 weeks, I had to go through examinations after examinations. And this, guys, I was an IB student. It's if you guys don't know what an IB student is, Google it. I was an IB student, and I was like a month away or 6 weeks away from my final exams for high school. Final exams, meaning that was like the most important like exams for me to go pursue my degree. And I was stressed. I was going through all these examinations, and I had to study for like 6 different subjects and have all these exams. And I remember me like being like, holy fuck, like why is this happening to me? Like, and I'm gonna make another video about why I feel like I attracted this, because I 100% believe till today I attracted that fucking shit into my life in that specific moment. And I'm gonna make another video telling why I think I attracted that. But anyways, I was so stressed. And I remember after examination, there was one time they had to take a sample of the cell. So they had to put a needle in. They didn't put me to sleep. I was just, they put anesthetics. So I was like lying in the bed, and I had like a bunch of nurses around me, and this guy is poking a needle. And keep in mind, the tumor was behind my bones, like it was deep down. The anesthetics or anesthesia, I forgot what it's called, stopped working in the middle of the thing. I remember me screaming. I was lying in the bed. I was just screaming for help. My dad and my ex, the guy that I was dating, was outside, and they heard me scream because it just stopped working. It was the most painful thing ever. And they drugged me out and everything. And I remember I was like there in the room, lying in the bed, and I remember me waking up, and I looked at my dad, and my dad was like crying, and I never seen my dad cry. And it was like, even when I told him, because the whole time when I was in the hospital, I didn't think it was a big deal. I thought I had a lung infection, so I never told my dad I was in the hospital, you know? So when I told my dad, when I found out the results of what it is, but they didn't really tell me if it was cancerous or not, but after they really confirmed, yes, it's a tumor, and where the place it was, because they missed, after the examinations, they told me, okay, we found a tumor. It is not in your lung. It is in between your lungs. And the reason why you had pain is because it is so big that it's pulling your lungs apart, and it's pushing one lung to the side. So that's why you were feeling that pain. And they showed me the scan, and I'm talking, you guys, the scan, my tumor was like a third of the picture. It was big in comparison to my organs. And then I was like, and they were like, yeah, you can't go to school anymore. Like, you can't take your exams. And I'm like, what? Like, I'm not gonna graduate. I'm not gonna be able to go to like uni. Like, all my plans just clashed in front of me. And I wasn't even stressed because of my health. I was stressed because of school. And this is one number advice: always prioritize your health over everything. Because in that moment, I was crying because of school. Like, fuck school. Like, I didn't even realize what was happening to me, you know? And then I was like, you know, my first question, I'm like, am I gonna die? And the thing is with the hospital and the doctors, they can't say no. So never ask that question, because they cannot say no, and that just freaks you out. And she was like, yeah, you need to, like, we need to take it out. We don't know if we can take it out. We don't know. Like, they were uncertain what they could do with me. I tell my dad starts crying. My mom is like calling, she's from Brazil. It was like panic time. But I believe in law of attraction, and I decided to just think positive and not focus so much on it, and just enjoy what I have. Long story short, I got it removed in April 25th, and I remember me walking to the hospital being like, let's do this shit. And the day before I had to have this orientation, they told me, like a meeting, they told me I had to talk to everybody that was going to be in the room of the operation. And they told me, we don't know if we can take it out. And they also told me that they expect to take out a piece of my lung and my heart membrane, because it was between my heart and my lung. So they told me that they would take a piece out of my heart and my lung, and if it was possible to remove, they didn't know. And I remember me being really nervous, you know, but in the day of the operation, I just believed, you know, I am meant to be okay. This life is not for me. I am meant to be healthy. This is just a little thing I'm gonna overcome. And pretty much I went to the hospital. I had a 4-hour operation, which wasn't long, and it happened. I remember me waking up like the movies, like everything's blurry, and they're like, we took it out, everything's gone, you're fine. You guys, I was so high because they put so much morphines. It was like, it was such a relief, and I was so happy. And the picture on my Instagram, that was the day of my operation, and I was just so grateful, and I was so happy. And till today, I'm just so happy. And yeah, and I remember I stayed in the hospital for 5 days afterwards. I stayed in the hospital for 5 days, and I couldn't eat anything because after an operation like this, after so much drugs they give you, you lose your appetite. So there was one point where they were forcing food in me. I puked it out, and they cut my bone here on my operation. They had to cut my thorax bone, so my bone was broken, and I puked. And I'm telling you guys, that was the worst feeling ever. Puking with a broken bone here is the worst pain ever. Anyways, I'm fine now. I'm recovered. I have to do my can't speak. I have to keep doing my checkups, but I still get some chest pain, which I'm paranoid about, to be honest. Like, I need to go get it checked. Pray for me that I'm fine. I believe that I'm fine. I believe I'm meant to be healthy. I have faith, you know, and I feel like that's the most important thing. And this video is getting really long, so I'm gonna finish this video by just saying that if you ever go through something that's unexpected and it scares you, believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. Know that you are bigger than this moment, and this moment is just there to make you stronger, and it's there to give you something that you did not have before. Without this operation, without this incident, I wouldn't be who I am now. I wouldn't see life the way I'm seeing it now. I cannot imagine me not having the scar. This scar defines me in the best way possible. And the worst times really shape you to be the best person. I believe in that. And I say that time was also the best time for me. And I thank God every day for putting myself in that kind of situation, because I gained so much value from it. So anyways, this is it for the video. I'm going to talk more about it in my other videos because there's so much more I want to say. But yeah, and okay, bye-bye. That's it.